Hello and welcome back to ScoutCraft episode 9. If you are new to this series and you don't know what to expect, then basically this is HermitCraft but for small YouTubers. The only difference being that we're worse at building, we're worse at surviving, and we just kind of generally overall just produce worse projects. Now, I've been doing some off-camera work. I've been doing the boring bits, a little bit of boring work off-camera, and I've come up with a brilliant idea that I think you're going to absolutely love. I'm going to run down here and show you Grand Central Station. Now, what this is going to be right here is I'm going to turn this into a really big train station down here, and each one of these paths is going to go to a different YouTuber. Now you can see this one down here. Now this took a long time to dig. This one right here has already been pathed out, and I've dug this all the way to Dutronator's tree. So this goes all the way to Dutronator, so you get the idea. So each one of these, and also the shopping district, which many of you have been asking in the comments section. Yes, there is a shopping district, and yes, it is on the Mooshroom Island, so we need to get a train that goes directly there, so people will be able to come in and out of my base really easily, and this will be really cool. Now we've also very happily stumbled upon a spider spawner literally right here. So what I envision is a really nice path walkway that comes along here, maybe goes down to some farms over there, but comes down around this corner here onto the train platform where all of these trains then go off in each direction. Now again, this is very ambitious, and it's funny because I've got so many half-finished projects, but if you look at how quickly you can get up these stairs, look at this. That's from Y11. Oh, we had to ruin it right at the end. And then I've also cleared out this little area that goes right down here, down to what will be our harbour area, if you remember the massive plan that we posted in episode 6 of ScoutCraft, I believe. So things are slowly starting to come together, and because we did those massive strip mines, basically were strip mines, those railway networks going to Dutronator's base, we've actually now also got full diamond armour. Last episode, as I'm sure you well know, I planned to finish off this building here, and then Dutronator came across, and then we made absolutely no progress, which is basically how most of my episodes have gone so far. So I am vowing in episode 9 of ScoutCraft, I'm finishing this building here, or at least the outside of it, and then taking this scaffolding off. And yes, okay, so I'm going to commit to that now, and we'll see if by the end of the video I've done it. Another thing actually that I've been doing off camera that you guys probably won't have seen because it's pretty boring is, because I've obviously had such a massive problem with food, and Dutronator has also, I have been creating a farm over here. Okay, now, if you look here, we've got enough food to last us about, I don't know, 400 million years, so we no longer have to be begging for food from Dutronator, which is a bonus. Oh, look at all that bread. It is bread o'clock. Oh yeah, we're going to be eating bread and only bread forever. So I thought it might actually be worth just taking this little shot here just so you can get a nice little idea of what's going to go on here. So obviously this massive building takes up about half the space, but you can see obviously this forest has now been planted all the way around the outside, and you can see the variety of trees. I actually think looks really nice. I'm pretty happy with that. So again, palisade wall all the way down around here with a nice little path that goes down to the docks, and then that'll be one of the next missions after we've got our flagpole up there. It's actually genuinely, I didn't think I'd actually be saying this, but it's starting to come together, and we've actually made quite a bit of progress on this building as well. Now, the outside of it is mostly done, but the inside of it is yet to be finished, so that's maybe something that I can make a little bit of progress off and then finish off maybe in another episode. I'm not sure, but it's starting to come along. You can kind of see I don't really know what style I'm going to go for on the inside yet. This, I guess that kind of looks Celtic. I don't know. That, not so much. But this little gate feature here, I don't know why the town hall has a massive gate, but yeah, you never know. You never know, why not? So what we're going to do actually is I think we're actually going to head down to the train station, or Grand Central. I'm going to turn this into some really cool, like, mine shaft like looking train station, not like a modern thing at all, using the same kind of palette with the spruce wood, the spruce logs, and the cobblestone. Okay, so I've actually changed my mind here, because if you see this massive room here, these are all the train stops, right? I've got to dig this down. I've got to dig this wall all the way back here, all of that stuff out there, but I've also got to take the entire place down by another 5 blocks to bring it down to the rail tracks on 11. So that's going to take a really long time, and so I decided instead of doing that, where I can do the monotonous digging off camera, I'm going to take you to the shops. A bunch of people have been asking, obviously this is a kind of a replica, we're using the same seed as HermitCraft Season 7, and they have a massive shopping district in the middle of the Mushroom Island next to spawn. So I'm actually going to take you there, because apparently a bunch of people have started to set up little shops there, and it's going to get to the point, it's not as fleshed out as theirs will be now. In fact, nothing in our series is compared to HermitCraft, but it is going to get to the point where we're going to have like a nice little thriving shop community over there. So I'm going to take you over there and show you what there is. One of the main reasons why I'm building this train station is I think it could be quite funny to have everyone like really connected, and it means that we can all go see each other really easily. But most importantly is, in ScoutCraft, everyone, not just me, they just seem incapable of finding other players. We all just get lost and die. Like, it's not even just me. It's like Newmark, one of the actually good players on the series, turns out my base with a map and still goes the wrong direction. And Saf constantly getting lost trying to find Vloop. Oh, there's a few mobs out here, there's a witch over there. So hopefully that rail network under the ground that's going to be totally overkill will actually help us find one another. I haven't actually been there since I spawned, really. I've kind of gone into this corner and kind of just set up shop and haven't really moved. Oh yeah, look at this. Okay, perfect. We found Newmark's base. Look at this, oh man, it's always a pleasure coming to Newmark's base. So we actually did run in the right direction there. So we are slowly but surely improving, and this is going to be a gorgeous little drive-by for you. So oh no, I need to just eat up real quick. So that's his cartographer's room. He's making some progress. He's constantly making new things, but look how nice that looks. He's got his master cartographer in there. That gorgeous little, that was his starter house with this lovely little dock actually. Gorgeous trees. The only problem is this farm around the outside there, but I'm sure he'll be getting rid of it. In fact, we're actually just going to quickly pop in, see if we can see anything that we don't recognize. Oh, there's a little tower going up there. Oh, look at this. Isn't the theme that he's got here just brilliant? I look forward. I haven't seen anything on that tower yet, so I look forward to seeing what that is. So there's a little something to look forward to in episodes to come. Oh, I can see something over here. Oh man, okay. Now we've been doing that thing again where we do twists and turns. And when you do twists and turns, you have no point of reference in the middle of the ocean. So I could well be lost. There's just a single turtle stranded on an island there. That's quite sad. Oh, that looks like land to the left. Oh my goodness, we've actually gone and found something. What's that down there? Oh, I actually remember this from spawn. Let's just do a nostalgia drive-by past the ScoutCraft spawn. If you guys haven't been watching from episode 1 and you're new to this episode, then firstly, welcome, and 2, you should go back and watch episode 1, because that really set the tone for my ScoutCraft series. It was just a disaster from the offset. Oh, there we go. We have found the spawn. Who'd have thought after, this is 9 episodes now we've been through this, but overall there's been a bunch of people who have produced episodes for that. Is that Spawn? Has Spawn been griefed? Spawn has been griefed by somebody, or am I looking at the wrong side of it? Ah, I understand now, I'm looking at the wrong side of it. Welcome to ScoutCraft, everybody. Okay, so where were we there? Okay, so we need to go just left, okay, to find the shopping district. This is us arriving on the Mooshroom Island for the first time, and that looks like something over there. Wow, what's this over here? This looks man-made, I think. That's man-made, right? Okay, look at this. I told you there was a shopping district. We just haven't really explored outside of the territory yet. This is actually really interesting. So we will end up getting the rail network we're making will come straight to here. So what is this? This is Stone Island Stone Shop. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, there's an ender chest. We could really do... Wait, the noise. Wow, that's quite a spooky noise. Cobblestone. 4 stacks equals 1 diamond. So, okay, so 1 diamond for... We didn't bring any currency with us to this. We really didn't think that one through. Stone. 3 stacks for 1 diamond. 1 diamond gets you 2 stacks of andesite. Wow, someone here has been doing a lot of mining to get that much andesite. Granite. Okay, this is actually really, really good. This is really, really cool, whoever's done this, because that's like... Those are some materials that are quite hard to get your hands on, actually, because you kind of got to get lucky to come across them. Oh, and look, they've actually... I was about to jump over this, but they've actually inbuilt that as well. Welcome to the Iron Block Shop. Pop-up shop. Okay, so that's very simple. I like that. That's a nice little design. I don't know what that is either. But that looks like something from the end. Okay, so it's just a bunch of... So 1 diamond for 2 stacks. That feels like a decent deal, actually. Yeah, okay, so that must mean that somebody's actually done that. Someone's taken 2 stacks and put 1 diamond in. Interesting, so someone's actually used that. Crazy, there's a nether portal here that's 1 bigger than it normally is. And then I saw something over here saying PvP area. We really should have come and explored this earlier. But we also need to come here. We need to figure it out because we need to get ourselves a shop. Okay, well, at some point we need to use this PvP arena. Yeah, wow, okay, so what is this? So you step in. Okay, so you got beds, you got a bunch of armor. Also, you got colored shields. I didn't even know you could do that. Bed. Okay, so you come in. Okay, this is really, really cool. It's like a proper mirrored, like, paintball arena or something. This is really cool. We need to definitely use this at some point. Oh, and what's this over here? I see some heads. Okay, so it looks like that's Ben KJB and that's System, so they might have actually been using this to fight. Oh, this is actually really annoying to run on. I guess that's probably the point. It's also blue versus green. This is really, really cool. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the shopping district, the Mooshroom shopping district. As you can see, we're doing the same thing as the HermitCraft series. Now, I've actually had a couple of people say to me, that this is like, it's unoriginal because we're doing we're basically copying HermitCraft. Now, I want to kind of address that slightly because basically we really, really, really liked what the HermitCraft guys were doing, but we don't have an opportunity to do that kind of thing ourselves. And basically, this series, ScoutCraft, just gives us an opportunity to replicate what they're doing, to give it a go, but as small YouTubers, and see how well we can do. We're not trying to claim at any point here to have been the ones who came up with this idea. We didn't come up with this idea, but we were so passionate about what they'd done and thought it was such a cool thing to do that and it gives us as small YouTubers like a platform on which to kind of make a cool and kind of unique series. It's like obviously these HermitCraft guys have got millions and millions of subscribers. You comment into one of their videos and that just disappears. In these smaller community videos, our niches kind of, you can actually communicate with us, we can talk with us, and your ideas can actually really influence our builds. So that's kind of the angle that we're coming from here. We're not trying to copy HermitCraft. We're trying to kind of put our own spin on it, but just at the same time paying homage to them because it is such a fantastic idea and we really, really like it. And so far, I've been really enjoying myself on ScoutCraft. But it's going to be a long journey home for us today, folks. So and that's if I find my way back. So I'm actually probably going to leave it there for this episode. Let me take my armor off real quick so I can do a nice little outro. So if you got to the end of this video, then I really appreciate you watching, and if you enjoyed this and you enjoy our kind of take on HermitCraft, as you can kind of see with the shopping district there, then you should consider subscribing because we're going to be producing a ton of these. We've just gone full rowing mode. Yeah, so consider subscribing. Go check out the other Scout guys. We're going to come back here and do some PvP, so keep your eyes peeled for that, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode. So I shall catch you again in the next video, which will be, I believe, ScoutCraft episode 10, so we'll be into double digits already.